Hello friends. In the previous video of Microsoft Excel Basics, we took an overview of Microsoft Excel workbook as well as worksheet. Now in today's video, we are going to discuss properties of individual cells and how can we utilize various keyboard shortcuts to easily manage data as well as move around in the worksheet. So first of all, we will be discussing some of the properties and functions related to individual cell. So as we discussed in last video, there are about 16,000 odd columns in Microsoft Excel as well as about 10 lakhs odd rows in a worksheet. So each and every cell in that worksheet is identified by a name, that is first letter would be indicating the column and the second thing, that is the number, would be indicating the row. So these details would be there in the name box to identify an individual cell. The individual cell that we have selected is being termed as the active cell, or if we would have selected a range like this, it would be the active range. The active cell would be marked by a thicker border compared to the other cell, as well as there will be a small dot on the right lower corner, and that will be used to drag that cell. So that is how Microsoft Excel identifies the active cell. So if we move the active cell to another place, in that name box, the identification of the cell would automatically change. So this name box typically identifies the active cell or the active range. Now if we discuss in terms of range, suppose this is the active range, then this name box would identify this range by this upper left cell. Now if you want to change that active cell in that range, you can simply press tab button, so it will shift to the next cell, and if you continue to press the tab button, it will shift to further cells in that range. If you want to go back in the sequence, then you can use shift tab button, so that will take you in the backward manner in that cell range. So that is regarding the change in the active cells in any selected range. But remember that whenever you select a range, new range, the first upper left cell would be the default identification of the active range. Then regarding the cell property, mainly 4 types of different data a cell can have. These are the number, like this 1, 2, 3, 4. There can be letter or characters like this A, B, C, D. It can also have some formula like this cell divided by 4, or it can have an error, like if we divide this by number, then it will show an error. So these are the basic 4 different kind of data that a cell can have in Microsoft Excel. Beyond that, there will not be anything else that a cell would contain. Now if you want to enter a new data in cell, suppose this is now our active cell and we want to enter some data like this. Microsoft Excel is a good software. One more thing, that you would be seeing some flash cards here like this. This flash card indicates that which key is being pressed on the keyboard, so it will help you to better correlate that what is actually happening on the keyboard and what is its effect in the Microsoft Excel functioning. So suppose this kind of text I have entered in a cell and I want to edit those data. So for that I need to double click on that cell for going into edit mode. Another way to enter into edit mode is to go into this formula bar and press a cursor where you want to edit. Next thing, that suppose you want to edit this cell, you can simply press function 2 or F2 button. So that will also enter into edit mode of that active cell. So that is about editing content of the cell in three different ways, by double clicking or enter into the formula bar or pressing the function 2 or F2 key. Now after entering into the edit mode, you can reach the place where you want to edit the content of the cell by arrow key, left or right arrow key. So it will shift by a letter with each stroke of the right or left arrow key. Suppose you want to shift by a word with each left or right arrow key click, you need to press and hold the control button and press the arrow key along with that control button. So if you are pressing a left key along with control button, it will shift one word each time you press an arrow key. Similarly, it will also shift towards the right side with right arrow key along with control button. So that will help you to edit the text if the text content is much larger. One more thing related to data in this kind of cell, that if the right side cell of the specific active cell is blank, then this text content or the data would overflow to the next one. Suppose we have entered here line in the C1 cell, and here D1 and E1 are blank, and that's why it is overflowing over that specific cell. But suppose I have another data in this D1 cell, then this will not overflow. So in that case, we will not be able to see the whole content of the C1 cell. And for that we can use this wrap text. The detail would be covered in another separate video. Now to understand another shortcut, I am copying the content of C1 cell into another cell, and what I want here is I want to add a new line as a fresh sentence or a fresh line, as we do in Microsoft Word by pressing enter. But if I press enter here in Microsoft Excel, it will go to next cell in that column, that is cell F2, rather than entering into a fresh line. For that purpose, I need to press Alt enter. So here the cursor would enter as a fresh sentence, and I can add another line. So it would be easier to manage and visualize that data as a fresh sentence in that specific active cell. Another shortcut is to fill the same content of a cell into the whole range of selected cells. Like this is the selected cell range and this is the active cell. I enter capital A into that active cell and want to fill that capital A letter into all the cells. I need to press Ctrl Enter, and it will fill the same data into all cells of that selected range. So that are the various shortcuts related to editing of the data in individual cell. Now we'll discuss that how we can move around into a sheet by cell or changing the view of the available sheet. So simply we can move left, right, up and down by this arrow keys that are available in the keyboard. Another way to right shift the cell is by tab button. So it will just go towards the right side. If you want to go to the left side, you can press shift along with tab, so it will go towards the left side. But routinely the arrow keys would be much more useful than this tab and shift tab buttons. Then we can use page up and page down button to shift page view. So for that purpose we need to understand this is
the whole view right now. Now if I want to go on the 17th row, that would be available in the next view page, I can press page down. So it will shift the whole view by one page. Another page down would again shift the view to downwards. Similarly, if I press page up, it will shift the view towards the upside, and you can shift the view likewise. Now suppose I want to go towards the right side view. Suppose I want to see the columns after the M. I can press Alt with page down button. So it will shift the view towards the right side. And similarly, if I press Alt with page up, it will shift the view towards the left side. So these were the shortcuts that would be helpful to move around in a worksheet. We will be learning more shortcuts for selecting the range and fill the data in the next video. There are some more shortcuts available to move around in the worksheet, but they are much less practical as we have now mouse and the touchpad available with us. So hope you would have learned something new in this video. Kindly like the video and share it. Comment if you want to see some new topics or to have some suggestion. Kindly subscribe the channel and press the bell icon to get all the video updates as notification in your YouTube. Thank you.